Howdy, my noble friends, SirKakaBabu is back with World of Tanks, and this time we are in the Tier 8 Soviet Premium Heavy Tank with double barrel guns, the Object 703-2. With me is my good friend in up to no good in his newly acquired Chinese Premium Heavy Tank, the star of these holiday ops matchmaking, the BZ-176. He is using his rocket booster functionality to move against the enemies quickly so that he can quickly faff off his rounds and die without reason. But anyways, this replay is not about him, and this let me tell you that this replay isn't going to end in a victory for us either. In this video, I'm going to be highlighting 3 games for you guys. 3 games where the 703-2 really shows what it can do. Now we are going to move against the enemy in an aggressive manner. I am going out with this newly a new tank, really, Object 283, and we come across a lot of enemies. I straight away rode double barreled guns and into the T-77. I should have entered both rounds into the T-77, but unfortunately the thing about the double barrel gun is that double shots are awesome when they work, and most often than not they won't work. So well, we did 416 damage to the T-77, and now we are trying to hit the weak spot of the T-10. Yeah, good luck. And there I saw my friend in the BZ-176 getting pushed by the enemy BZ-76, and I put a double barrel round into the enemy BZ and I set him on fire as well. He is burning to the ground, and his fire was put out automatically. No good tracked him. I finish him off, and the enemy tier 8 vehicle goes down, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's just say our team is dying left, right and center. The enemies have broken through from this area, but we are not going to give up until it is over. We spot this AMX M451, we load a double barrel gun and we put a mega 1800 down into the M451, again setting him on fire. M451 was surprised and he put a round into us. This is very rare, setting 2 people on fire in 2 consecutive rounds. I mean, this really shows you that RNG sometimes makes his face to shine upon you and is gracious to you. I try to snipe his cupola, but this AMX M451 is a really strong vehicle and he is above ground as well, so even his weak point is angled from where I am shooting him from, so I couldn't go through him at that moment. And look at that, enemy 283 moved into the E75 and died. We put a round into the AMX, but E75 managed to finish him off. Then we miss a shot on the U-16, not the most glorious of moments, and it was a moment of weakness for me. I was feeling the pressure. We are quite a bit low on the hit point counter, 4000 down. We fire at the UZ-16, a single round, we set him on fire as well, and he goes down, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? At one side, our team is dying left, right and center, and spoiler alert, we are going to lose this game. And on the other hand, for me personally, I have been blessed with 3 enemy fires. It is just awesome. Now we spot this object 704. We put a round into it. Object 704 is almost dead. I am aiming for his weak spot. I fire, and object 704, the tier 9 Soviet tank destroyer, the deadly one I might add, goes down. For a moment I thought that we could bring this back, but sadly this wasn't to be. I did all I could. I put a round into the BZ176, and sadly only one of my rounds was loaded, and by mistake I had loaded an HE round as well. What is that? Tortoise was kited by the BZ, and BZ used his rocket boosters effectively and escaped that situation. I sadly am on a single round, and my reload is taking too long to load. However, Tortoise moved against the BZ, and I finished off the BZ myself. So fantastic result. I am now moving against in the help of AMX 5120. That was like unfortunate that the stupid T103 put a round into me. That was just a crying shame. And now any moment now enemy RT round is going to hit us and finish us off. I think it wasn't the fault of the object 703. We truly tried to do as much as we could, but sadly this wasn't to be. And even though we've got a AMX 5120, oh, he takes a big round, and now he's going to go down. So let's leave these teammates over here and move on to the next battle, in which we would play solidly, sure, and it would also result in a victory for the home team. So on to the next one, my noble friends. Alright, my noble friends, we are on the map Pearl River. I am top tier with the BZ176, driven by none other than our Queen of the Seas, up to no good. Noble friends, we are going to be aggressive, because as top tiers it is our duty to take the fight to the enemy team and kick ass and be just all around awesome. I mean, this is the objective in all our games which we play. However, this objective is rarely met, but when it does, the game ends up on YouTube. So so this is that game which ended up doing all right, in which we were like not really melting all over the place. So we are moving against the enemy heavy corner, and no good over here is using his rocket boosters to quickly move into the position and also get away from him, away from me, because I like to bump into him and slow him down. Anyways, we spot a lot of enemy vehicles. Skoda T56, Tiger 1 and BZ176 was spotted. I was on a mission to spot 3 enemy vehicles as well, so that was done too. We put another swift round into the Tiger 1, and now we are on a reload. T69, I see that he has foolishly moved up against the Skoda T56, so I decided to move up against him and save him. So in order to save him, I move against the Skoda T56. I put one round into the Skoda and carefully crossing that corner where the BZ couldn't hit me. So I faffed the second round. This should have been taken out a very long time ago. I faff a third round into the Skoda, and he puts a round into me. I deserved to get punished over there, and this is just getting ridiculous now. Now I carefully aim for the lower plate of Skoda, and now finally he has been put out of his misery. No Good over there is having a duel against the enemy BZ. No Good, I remember he was telling me that the enemy BZ was angling really well, and they both were struggling to pen each other. So now I'm moving against all these enemies, side scraping against them. I put a swift round into the SMV CC 56. SMV CC 56 bounces around onto me, and I still move up. Karo P88 T69 is with me. SMV 56 goes down. I put a round into the Black Prince. Black Prince is continually moving backwards. I see the BZ over there looking at us hungrily, so I stop so that he doesn't put a side round into me. But KV3 moves up, takes a biggest round of 823 damage into himself, and I move up, and then also try to ram him. My thinking was that I need to get out of the line of fire of the BZ, and I am carefully aiming at the BZ. Yes. What a terrible mistake that was. Mistakenly I loaded HE and couldn't finish off the BZ. That was a mega mistake. We are on 2435 damage. It is a turbo game. Enemy had no team, and we had a part to play in the enemy having no team. We killed a lot of their team, really. So anyways, we have won the heavy corner. I wouldn't have been on a big damage game, but then suddenly a wild IS appeared, and all our friendly guys have moved against the enemy base, so there is no one to take this IS from me. My thinking is to ram him, but IS is kiting me. He is more nimble than me, but how more would you kite me, poor little IS? He tried doing damage to me. He wasn't even fully upgraded using the 100mm. Oh man, I almost feel dirty just slaughtering that poor IS. But well, I am driving an overpowered premium vehicle, so I am already dirty, no matter how much I wash myself with words of integrity and honor. I have none, because I'm driving an OP premium vehicle, which goes into the pay to win category according to SirKakaBabu. ELC even 90 is running away like the little rat he is, wasting our time. Just die already. My evil plan was to put a double round into the moving ELC, which was really hoping for well, it was hoping too much, I would say, and it didn't work out, unfortunately, my friends. Moving on swiftly, let's speed up the game so that we can see what really happens till the end. Let's see, partners. Is this the moment which is going to come true for us? Come on, Hellcat. Fire! Oh, we put a big old round into the Super Hellcat, and that was a mistake, misplay. Why was I waiting? Why did not I fire? Misplay by me. So enemies are going to waste a lot of time. I am going to speed the game up, so we finish the round quickly. ELC even 90 is again wasting our time. Go down, ELC even 90, down, down, down you go. Die already. Well, and the enemy RT defended its honor and killed the even 90. There is still justice in this world. So there you have it, partners. And also quickly let's check out the post game stats and see how we did, and then I'll see what we are going to do. So on to the post game stats. Alright partners, first class mastery batch for the 7032, and we made a lot of profit. As you can see, 247,000 with 11,000 experience. These holiday ops are really lucrative. If you are like connecting a few rounds, it is awesome. All the tanks we damaged, and I would like to thank this IS driver who provided me with his hit points. So 3,599 damage with 1,312 base experience. No Good was a force to be reckoned with as well. 2,528 damage with 2 kills, 908 XP. He was really giving it to them as well. Not to mention our RT, which defended its honor in the end and had a killer game with 2,183 damage and 1,835 for the T-34. 1 commiserations to the enemy team. Look at all the profit I made and the experience. It was fantastic. Alright then partners, on to the next one. Alrighty then partners, we are on Erlenburg and we find ourselves as a top tier vehicle matched up against tier 6s and 7s, and our main counterpart is the BZ176. Now if it can be taken out swiftly, then we are home free. So now since I knew that I didn't have to do a lot of driving. Erlenburg is just, it used to be very good, but now they changed it, so it is just you go into the city and brawl it out like dumbasses. I don't like this iteration of the Erlenburg. Previously it was good, but let's disregard that. I am moving across the river against the enemy vehicles in an aggressive fashion. Let's see if we can get into position as quickly as possible without getting intercepted by the medium vehicles which would be spotted. And there is the light tank which is spotted. Thankfully he wasn't in a position to hit us, and we find our heavy counterpart in front of us, BZ. We put a round into the BZ and T-29 is moving on aggressively. We are trying to load a round. We put a round into the AMX M445 as well, and now the enemy heavies are retreating. I was trying to wait for my second shell to reload, but the opportunity presented itself and we moved forward. The enemy T-29 struggled to cross, and we put a round into it. Enemies Iron Army and Panther are putting rounds into me from the left. We are being hit from all the places. Our hit repair pack is down. Enemy BZ176 really gave up on life, I think. I don't know, perhaps his repair pack was down, or perhaps he got disconnected, or perhaps he just he was like, whatever, I'm done. Maybe that's who his inner voice was. Anyways, a T-29 is moving up swiftly against the enemy KV-2 and AMX M445. We put a round into the AMX 45. AMX has been buffed, but he thought he could go toe-to-toe against me. We put a round into him, and our friendly RT finishes off. I was waiting for the reload. I am charging a double barrel, and we slaughter the enemy KV-2. KV-2 goes down, ladies and gentlemen. That is what the 703 is good at. I spot ARL-44 at the front, but enemy vehicles are on the left. This T-29 started retreating at the wrong moment, creating all more problems for me. I am moving against the AR-44, my charging up my double barrel, and ARL-44 goes down as well, my friends. Enemy friendly T-29 did all he could to annoy me and obstruct my way, but we still made it to the ARL and assassinated him with a double round. Now the enemy Panther, this is what I was talking about. Fully aimed rounds don't go in, and Panther isn't even at that much of a long range. So the gun accuracy really struggles. It's a derpy gun, and one shouldn't. KV2 is more accurate than this gun at long ranges. Let me tell you, this is no joke. And we have spotted some enemies are spotted over there, and I was thinking about putting a hopeful round into those enemies, but I think we won't be able to do so. We are moving against. I was hoping to turn left and put a round into the Iron Army, that overpowered premium vehicle newly released, and let's see if we can do some more damage. We turn around now and we are going to find the Iron Army, and my spidey senses are tingling. I start charging up the double barrel round. Iron Army turns back, tries to evade me, but my rounds fly true, and we put a double penetration, double damaging, double dealing round into the side of the Iron Army. That shot really made my day, because Iron Army should be ruthlessly killed wherever it is spotted. So enemy Excalibur put a round into me from that side, and I was waiting for the other round to load so that I could put a double round, but I'm glad I didn't wait. Excalibur would have been evaporated. Anyways, enemy VK 2801105 is over there. He goes down. Hellcat kills him. We are on 4099 damage at the moment. Enemy Borask and artillery remain. They are hiding in the corner, just waiting for us to attack them, and I fire, and RNG makes his face to shine upon me, and I wasn't even aimed on his target, but I guess the server reticle was, and my round goes into the Borask, and then I fully aim my round onto the artillery and I don't hit it. So that's what I was talking about with these rounds and this gun accuracy. It is just a hit and a miss. It's a chance. So do not really rely on its accuracy. Other than that, all the other aspects of this vehicle are overpowered. So this was our round in the 703-2. Now let's check out the post-game stats and see how much destruction we really caused into the enemy ranks. On to the post-game stats, partners. Alright then, partners, first class mastery badge again. What a fantastic round of World of Tanks that was for the Object 703-2. We made 125,000 credits with 2197 base experience, and we did the third premium mission as well, securing 25 bonds. Steel Wall for bouncing a lot of rounds, High Caliber for giving it to enemies repeated times, and look at all the damage we dealt to the enemy vehicles with our 4517 damage, 4 kills, 1331 base experience. This was a killer round for the 703-2, and it really shows that if in the right matchup and if played aggressively to the strengths of this vehicle, one can really do a lot of damage. So we fired 16, hit and penetrated 13, so that was a plus. Made 100,000 profit with a good amount of experience. So partners, the 703 in a nutshell is it doesn't have an accurate gun. I mean, look at this build. I've got vents, turbo and stabilizer, and I feel like it should have had another slot where one could put the aiming device. If you take off the turbo, then sure, you can put the aiming device, but I think turbo allows it to get into positions quickly and actually move around the battlefield to make that gun work, because one cannot be at long ranges. The gun is too inaccurate. My second build is HP boost, improved hardening, rotation mechanism and stabilizer. I've gone for the gun handling aspect of it, even though sometimes I think I should remove the improved rotation mechanism and put an aiming device, but whatever you do, then it would feel totally sluggish and it wouldn't really work. So all in all, take it into their faces, medium to short ranges, and just use the armor and bully the enemies if you can. It has got side armor and frontal armor as well. Doesn't really have a weak spot on the hull. So I mean, 7032 is a really solid vehicle. Matched up against tier 8 and lowers, it is just fantastic. People who can make it work. I am not one of those people, I might add. Let me just confess right here, I do not, connect my rounds as much as I should connect. There is a lot of room for improvement for me in this vehicle, but still, having said that, my personal performance aside, this really is a solid vehicle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of highlighting the 7032, and I hope to see you guys in the next videos. So until next time, goodbye my noble friends.